Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to start out with getting a couple more quests done because we haven't really gone after them in a while, and I think it would be nice to go through and talk about the different things. And getting the rewards as well is a nice bonus. So the first quest we have is for the skill altar. Like it says here, the skill altar lets you store abilities and talents so you can swap between different builds. For example, I'm currently using a frostbite build, which I love, but maybe I want to try out poison, for example, if I get a good sword with a poison cloud. That's fine, but what if I then decide I preferred my old build and I want to go back? Well, I have to remember everything I changed, and chances are it's going to cost a lot of regret orbs to get back to where I was. With this block, you can store, I believe, 5 different builds, which you can then swap between for only a percentage of the regret orbs you'd need to spend to do this manually. I'll be honest, I think this block is probably mostly useful for people further into the game where they have different gear and requirements for different situations. For now, I'm actually really enjoying my current build, and I don't have another set of gear or anything that I want to use, so I'm probably going to leave this for now, but it's good to have it ready to go when I want to start trying to get into that side of things. With all that being said, we've completed the quest, so complete, and we have to interact with the transmogrification table. So I think I showed you guys this block a while back, but as I'm sure you've seen throughout the series, every time you roll gear and you get a new look, you unlock a transmog. So let's say maybe the gear you want to use doesn't look how you want it to. Maybe you want to use this chestplate, but it just looks kind of bad. Well, you can change your gear to look like any of the transmogs that you've previously unlocked. So I could make it look like any of these, because these are all the things that I've rolled or I've earned through unlocking researches. That's also how I've got my chestplate, which is a rare, but it looks like an omega because I really like my leprechaun transmog. It's all visual and cosmetic, but it does mean that you can really make yourself look how you want to, which I really appreciate. And it means that every time you roll gear, even if it's not gear that you actually want to use, you might get a really cool transmog, and that's really cool. But we interacted, so we can now complete this quest. And, so you might be wondering why this quest has come up. We learned about adding seals to crystals quite a long time ago in the quest system. However, one thing we haven't explored so far is this seal of the architect. And this is the seal which lets you build a crystal using those inscriptions that we've been finding inside the vault. This is definitely a later game mechanic. Finding inscriptions with actual rooms on is very rare, and while you can craft them using another table, which I expect is probably talked about in this next quest, they are very expensive to craft from what I've seen when other people play. Personally, I only have the vendor room inscription, which I bought in another vendor room a while back, so I think I'm going to leave the quests there for now. I'm sure at some point soon we'll want to get into making crystals and all of that, but for now, I really just want to get into a normal vault. Although, that being said, there are a couple of things we need to do before we can do that. The first being the fact that we have an unspent skill point, and I think I'm just going to go for another level in Frostbite. I'm having far too much fun with it, so I may as well increase the chance of it happening. And the other thing is, my helmet is very close to dying. And with all that out the way, I think it's time to see what our crystal needs and get this thing going. And of course, before we go in, we have one current bounty for mining rooted ore, but we can take one more. So we've either got to gather elixir or find 5 blood vials. Let's go for the gather elixir. And actually, let's guarantee an elixir for us. Bonus living, trapped, and lucky. Okay, fair enough. We'll go with that. This vault is looking pretty good, actually. Ooh, oh man, was that a rare plus chestplate? That was a lot of elixir. Another one? Okay, we've had insane luck recently. Oh, I have no idea how we got this lucky, but I'm not about to complain. Ooh, idle. Thank you. And we've completed the elixir. Now we just need to loot and get out of here with a lodestone. Man, there are so many ores in here. It's not even a plentiful vault. 176 chests. Okay, that has got to be the most chests I've ever had. That was so good. Okay, I have never seen my backpack this full before. I mean, we got over 1,000 bronze, an absolute ton of ores, including 10 rooted eye ore towards our bounty, 132 knowledge essence. There's just so much stuff. Plus, we got a jewel, which actually isn't dreadful. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. And 2 gear pieces, including that rare plus chest plate. Plus, we completed our bounty, which is great. And we completed the vault. So, 3 gear pieces and 5 jewels. The jewels are quite big, definitely too big. Not bad. Also not bad, I mean, one size between them. And pretty decent. Okay, I guess we need to identify these 5 gear pieces. Probably not worth keeping. Probably also not worth keeping. Might be worth as a backup, I'm not sure what I've currently got. I'd have to double check what rolls you can get on Valara. It might be worth keeping hold of, but I do really like my shield. And finally, maybe we can make something of this when my one gets low? Okay, that run was so much fun. I just need to get back into another vault, so let's see what this one needs. Hopefully I've generated enough chorus flowers. Okay, I didn't have enough chorus flowers, but luckily a trip into the end didn't take very long. And of course, before we go in, we've only got 5 woo to die left on this bounty, which is fantastic. And we can take one more. So we've still got the blood vial one, or gather elixir for a fundamental. I do want to do that, but let's go with this and see if we happen to roll a scav. What do you have for us this time? Okay, it is a scav, and chunky mobs. Not great. And that scav looks pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, favour. I do love a favour. I don't love you though. Okay, coins. I both really want cracked scripts for my actual vault, and I also really want blood vials, so a nice mix would be good. Ooh, bounty complete. Wonderful. We have the spider sword charm, we have the cracked scripts, and we have the old books. Okay. Wait, how on earth? We got incredibly lucky. I need to try and find skeleton bone shards in some ore POIs. I do not know how we got that lucky, but I'm not going to complain. Oh wait, is this an ore room? This is an ore room. That is actually perfect. Is that a 3rd skeleton skull? What on earth is going on? Okay, we've got 3 skeleton skulls and... Okay, well we've got 2 skeleton bone shards and we haven't been upstairs, so there is still hope. And that's the Rooted Eye bounty done. This, so far, has been a very successful vault. And we have everything we need. And 14 minutes left. Okay, well, I guess we loot. That's not the door we need. I'm pretty sure that's a Xenium door. Okay. Okay. You ready? Ooh. Look at that stuff. There's an epic plus sword and an orange and so many jewels and 2 knowledge stars. Okay. Ooh, we got some good stuff out of here today, boys. And let's break all of this sand. Oh, we got so much stuff. Let me put some of this in my bag. Oh, we got a lost bounty. Okay, we need to talk about that after this because those are so cool. Oh, we got so much stuff. Okay, we will, we'll get to that after we get out of this vault, because I do have more looting to do. But that was huge. Ooh. We did it. 99 chests, that's fine. What we care about is it once again randomly says we opened 2 treasure rooms. We only opened 1, but 1 was more than enough. That was such a good vault. Okay, that vault was amazing. Not only did we get all the stuff from the regular vault, including an awful lot of ores, but we also got an absolute ton from that treasure room. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of these vault diamonds were from there, plus the 2 fundamental focuses, and then there's this chest. There's just so much stuff. There's 6 gear pieces, I think 15 jewels, a pog, an echo gem, a ton of other gems, an orange, 2 knowledge stars. I just can't go over it all. There's just too much. I mean, I say too much, there's a perfect amount. Please don't give me any less when I rate one of these. That's very, very nice and rewarding. And we also did get this lost bounty, which I am very excited about, and I will show you after we've looked at all the rest of the loot. So, I guess, as always, jewels first. Not dreadful. That's good. Oh, that's harsh. Legendary durability and the absolute max size. Ah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. That's too big. Too big. That's pretty good again. That's really good. Ooh, 1.2 copiously? I think we've hit a new tier. That's really nice. That's not bad. Ooh, that's actually really good. Size 26 for a perfect jewel, and they actually kind of all work together. That's pretty awesome. That's a bit big. That's definitely too big. That maybe could be cut down. That's probably too big. Okay, we got some pretty decent jewels out of that, but I was so distracted by all of this, I completely forgot. We also completed both bounties, and we completed the vault, so we need to open these as well. Oh my god. How could I forget both bounties and the vault? Oh man. So that gives us 4 more jewels and 6 more gear pieces. So these jewels, I guess, are... That's too big. That's not bad, but a pretty bad roll. That's really good. And that's not great. I guess we now need to roll all of the gear. Okay, that sword looks absolutely amazing. We'll look at it in a minute. Good attack damage, but it's an axe. Probably not. What the? 7 chaining? I mean, it's an axe, which is very much a shame. And also the attack damage is pretty much the lowest roll you can get. But 7 chaining is absolutely insane. What on earth? It's not going to get used, but that's pretty cool. That's probably scrap. 1% affinity. That's probably not worth keeping. Might be worth keeping hold of. Possibly not. 10% mining fatigue immunity. That is a pretty low roll on the attack damage, so that's probably not worth. Might be worth keeping hold of, not bad. 17.5 attack damage, I mean, it's not great. Ooh, 22 attack damage. Now that's nice. What's mine? Mine's 20. And mine's got a slowness 4 cloud, which I love dearly. But this does have a slowness 2 cloud. Maybe we can make something out of this when my sword starts to die. Okay, let's look at this lost bounty. As it says, you use it on a bounty table to acquire a legendary bounty. So I'm assuming you just click it? Yep, and you'll see right here, we've got this very big bounty, which is completely separate from the ones that you activate yourself. So I believe I should be able to have 2 bounties and then this one. And the thing about legendary bounties is they normally ask for you to do a relatively normal thing. So this is asking you to mine 2 bomb ignite ore, and then you just get really good loot from them and an awful lot of experience. So they're just really good to find in Treasure Sand because basically whatever it asks for, eventually you're probably going to complete it and just get some good loot and some great experience for just playing the game. Okay, so our first 2 vaults of the day have been absolutely amazing. I'm not sure the rest of the vaults can live up to that kind of hype, but I guess we'll just have to jump in and see. So let's get a crystal going and see what we can do. And for the first time in a long time, we managed to complete both of the bounties in one vault, so we get to pick 2 more. So, we have find 2 inscription pieces. That could be good. Find 6 blood vials, okay. And complete elixir. Let's go for find 2 inscription pieces, and I'm gonna gamble on an elixir vault. We of course also need to really try and find 2 bomb ignite ore as well so we can get this legendary bounty, but that will just take as long as it takes. And actually, just before we go in, I completely forgot, we have an unspent skill point. So, let's go with the level and strength actually for this one. Ooh, bonus living and 2 times lucky, and we did get an elixir. Okay. Oh, and we really need to try and complete this vault as well, because we have the favour from Valara. Okay, ores are very good for elixir. Oh, and yeah, bonus living. Gotta love bonus living. Well, we got 80 minutes left and we're like halfway through. That's a cactus. Yeah, I think we should be right. Ooh, bounty complete. I haven't been able to pay like a huge amount of attention to the loot that I'm getting because I'm trying to play the vault, but I think I've seen like multiple jewels and I think possibly also multiple gear pieces already. And that's all the elixir we need, and we've still got 10 minutes to loot. Perfect. Let's get out of here. Let's go, let's go. That's the sword. That is. Whew. Vault complete. Yes, thank you. Oh man. Okay, so I know I said that this vault couldn't be anywhere near as good as the previous vaults, but that felt pretty good. And at 174 chests, that was pretty good. Oh man. Plus, did we just once again complete both bounties? I think we did. And that lucky plus 40% item rarity. Until we look at the loot, I can't say for certain, but I feel like that did an awful lot for us. Yeah, I'd say that 2 times lucky did really good work for us. 6 jewels and 4 gear pieces is just so good for us. And while we didn't get any bomb ignite for our legendary bounty, we did get 8 inscription pieces when we only actually needed 2 for our other bounty. Plus, somehow, once again, we completed both bounties and leveled up to level 50. We'll get back to that bit. And actually, we also can't forget that completing that vault gained us a 2nd reputation point with Valara, which is really good. But anyway, let's see what these crates have for us. That got us 2 gear pieces and 5 jewels. So I guess let's go through all of the jewels we have. That's pretty good. Ooh. That could be really good. I like that. That's a bit big. That's pretty decent. That's too big. Ooh. That's also really good. And from the crate, that's too big. That's good. Too big. Probably too big. And definitely too big. Okay, we got some decent jewels out of that. And I guess let's see about all this gear. 11 armor, probably scrap. 14% blot chance. I do like lucky hit, but 14% blot chance is probably scrap. 11 armor, probably scrap again. 12 armor, I think all of my backups are 13, so probably scrap. 17.5 attack damage is a pretty bad roll, so probably scrap, although it is a rare, which is something. And finally, 17% blot chance isn't too bad, but it is only scrappy, so probably not worth keeping. You know, I was just looking at my storage system and I realised it's been a while since we've opened mystery boxes and relic booster packs. And I've also got 3 unidentified relic fragments, so let's just roll all of these. You know, that's a lot of diamonds and emeralds. I'll take that. We got a lot of relics out of that. Well, let's open these and then let's see what we need. I think it might be time to make a new relic pedestal and see if we've got any complete sets. I think that might be all the pieces for this one. It is. Second relic. Nice. Is there any other ones that we can complete? Nope. We're close on these two, and also the dragon, but doesn't look like we've got another complete relic. But we managed to get one, which is really good. Any extra time in the vault is very much welcome. You can live here with my other one. Okay, so before we get our next crystal going, we did manage to level up to level 50. Level 50! How on earth did that happen? Anyway, that means we have a new skill point and an expertise point to spend. For the skill point, I think I'm going to go with the last level in strength, just to really maximise the amount of damage we do. As for the expertise, I am very tempted to get the last level in Unbreakable, but I think for this one I'm actually going to go with another level in Divine, because I'm really enjoying getting the favours and reputation points at the moment. And with that out of the way, let's see what we need for this crystal. Okay, this altar is really taking all of my dripstone blocks from me, but that's okay. And before we go in, we once again need 2 new bounties. So, okay. Submit 109 vault apples and get 10 vault diamonds. We will do that. Find 6 blood vials, okay. And submit 66 diamonds and 2 echo gems? And okay. Okay, we're taking both of those. We need vault apples and diamonds. Vault apples and diamonds. Thank you, and thank you. We'll open those later. And then, I guess, we'll go for finding 6 blood vials and see if we happen to get a scav. Okay, what have we got? We have Elixir Opulent and Accustomed. Okay. What just happened? Okay, that was weird. I have no idea what happened, but I do not like it. Echo? Echo. We've got really lucky with Echo recently. Didn't we get one last episode? Okay, we're not doing brilliantly for Elixir. Could really do with something that's got a good roll right about now. What about ornate chests? That's a pretty decent roll. Oh man, I am not having the best vault this time round, but then again, we just had some very good runs, so I can't really complain. Okay, how are we doing? 9 minutes. Just under half to go. That's not ideal. Yes, thank you. I would like an extra minute. You know, I have a feeling there might have been a slight power jump at level 50. Either that or I'm just not playing very well, which is perfectly possible, but I have a feeling it might have been a little bit of a power jump, which is fine. Definitely not terrifying at all. We are very close in many ways, but considering I don't even know where there's a hand in, it's really not worth risking it. How do we do? Yeah, not great. I mean, a lot of ore's mine, to be fair. And didn't we find an echo? Yes, could have been worse. Okay, so not our best vault, but considering we just had 3 of our best vaults, I really don't mind that. Plus, we still got some good loot, including an echo ore, and a jewel, which is actually pretty good. Also, before we went in, we completed these 2 bounties, so let's open these crates. And let's roll the sword we got. Ooh, 23.5 attack damage. That is actually a really good roll. It's a shame that it's only a common, but that could still be worth something. And let's see what we get out of this echo ore. I think we got another 1. Yep, 1. I mean, once again, we could roll a 0, so I'll take it. And I think I've hopefully got time for 1 more vault, so let's get into it. And once again, let's look at our bounties. So we've still got the one to find blood vials, and I might actually make this a scav vault just to really try and get that one done. But then we've also got mine 12 black opal and submit 143 diamonds. Okay, well we're doing this. You get 3 black chromatic steel. Thank you very much. And I guess we'll also try and mine 12 black opal ore. What have we got? What do we need? It's wild with bonus living, and we need an awful lot of stuff for that, Scav. I mean, at least the purple mob essence isn't going to be difficult considering this is a wild vault. And I actually can't remember if we've had wild before. It basically means that there's vault fighters in every room just straight away every time you go in. But you should be able, in theory, to clear them out and then you can just loot like normal. So hopefully it won't cause us too many issues, although it is a little bit of a toxic modifier. Ooh, and I think these are strong boxes. I think that comes in at levels 50 as well. Strong boxes are essentially a version of each of the different chest types, but they take longer to break. But instead of doing that sort of slice breaking where you get one item each time, you break it and you get the entire thing, kind of like with a wooden chest. And I think they also have, on average, more loot in them, so they're very good, but they do take a bit longer to break. Yeah, okay. I know I said that wild was toxic and we should be fine. Wild is toxic and there's a chance it's gonna kill me. Okay, how are we doing for our scav items? We have all of the rip pages. We don't have any sacks. No skeleton rib cages. We have the purple mob essence and we need one more cracked script. We get anything? We got 1 skeleton rib cage. Okay. Ooh. Bombing knight. Wonderful. Okay, yeah. I think, obviously, if we happen to get enough stuff, then that's great, but I'm just gonna go for looting whatever I fancy looting, I think, because I don't see this getting completed. Ooh. Thank you. Honestly, the bonus living chests might actually be saving this run because they're very good and the only thing stopping me from getting them is wild mobs. So that's a lot nicer than having to deal with both wild mobs and POI mobs. We had no sacks. I don't think I found a single ornate. 1 skeleton ribcage short and 1 cracked script short. Man. Although, to be honest, considering it was wild, I didn't think we'd hit 100 chests because it makes everything take a lot more time and feel quite a lot harder. So I'm actually decently happy with that. And to be fair, for not getting that many chests, we still got a decent amount of stuff, including 2 inscriptions, and a good amount of ores, including 1 bomb ignite towards our legendary bounty. Plus, we're only 1 blood vial away from completing this bounty, which means next time we run a scav, we should hopefully be able to complete this fairly easily. And we also can't forget that we completed the bounty before we went in, so let's open that up too. And see what this chestplate gets us. That's scrap, although that's almost a max roll poison avoidance. And I think that's going to have to do it for the day. We had some absolutely amazing vaults today. And some not so amazing ones, but that's just the way it is sometimes. We're level 50 now, which is kind of terrifying, and we may need to work on getting some better gear in the next episode, but for now, thank you guys for watching, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!